Hi, Happy New Year, um, and I hope you've had an amazing year so far. January is 18 days in, 13 days to the end. I hope it's been fun for you. I hope you've hit the ground running on your goals, ambitions, English. I hope, you started your year very, very well. This is As a Guy podcast. If you don't already know, you're watching this on YouTube, so the name of the channel is right there. But yeah, this is As a Guy. The podcast itself has not launched in full. We are working on our official videos. I don't think I've mentioned this before, by the way. So the format we're going with is kind of like a seasonal format, right? Where, like your seasonal movies or TV series, you get like 8 episodes 1 year in a particular month or over 2 months. And then you wait a while and then you get another 8 episodes and so on and so forth. So that's the plan for As a Guy. I don't think I mentioned it before, so yeah, that's what we're doing, and that's why it's taking a while to finish editing and getting it to you guys. But for now, we've been doing some reaction videos. So last year we asked 100 guys if it was hard to be a guy in 2024, and a few of them responded. To be honest, only 65 people responded, which isn't bad. And out of those 65 people, let me just pull up the stats right here. So 64.6% think that yes, it is hard to be a guy in 2024. Obviously we're in 2025 now, so maybe we should run it again, to be honest. But for now, these are the stats. So those who agree that it was hard to be a guy, or it is hard to be a guy in today's world, 64.6. Those who are on the fence, 18.5. And those who don't think it is hard, 16.9. So those are the stats right now. And we've just been going through the actual responses because we asked people to state, their reason, for their answers. And this person says, no. This is the first reaction or first response. This person says, no, we have it easy. And I do not know what to do with that right now. I'll just say that off the bat. I do not know how to react to we have it easy. Why do we have it easy? What are your reasons why you think it's easy to be a guy in today's world? So I'm just going to skip that one and not speculate for them. This next person says, yes, it is hard to be a guy in 2024. Women are given preferences over men these days. Women emancipation, gender equality, gender equity is the order of the day. Women education, women liberation is also on the increase. So I think I kind of touched on this in the last video, right? I was trying to say how all these things that have been mentioned here are not exactly bad things, right? Women shouldn't be treated badly. Women should be paid well, should be respected in society, should be loved and cared for, and all the nice things, right? However, and I don't know if this person sees it that way, but on this podcast, our perspective is, yes, while we're doing all of this for women, men shouldn't be now replaced, or put where the women used to be. So if women are liberated now, men shouldn't now become bound or treated badly or put under. For example, when we talk about rape in society these days, it's hard to hear people talk about, or you rarely hear people talk about guys being raped or abused in relationships. And it does happen, right? And that's just one context in which there seems to be like a bias towards the other gender. And obviously these genders are different. I mean, the type of care a man or a boy child needs is definitely different from the type that a girl child needs. But what we're saying is they both need care, and society needs to start paying attention to both genders and not ignoring one or the other. So I'm just going to move to the next video. This person also says, yes, it is hard to be a guy today because of high cost of living and responsibilities. We also touched on this, I think, on the first or second video. So I'm not going to say too much about that. I think I jokingly said, yeah, the women also live in the same economy as we do, so they also have it hard financially. So but obviously I also went into like different perspectives of why it might be harder for the guy. But yeah, just check out that video. I think it should be reaction video 2, if I've been numbering it right. I think I have been numbering it right. Anyway, I move on. So this person says, yes, it is hard to be a guy. I believe that the major factor are the responsibilities that come with being a guy. They are way too much, and the only way to solve it is to be spiritually and financially buoyant. That's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. So it is hard to be a guy because of your responsibilities, and the only way to solve this hardship or hardness is to become spiritually and financially buoyant. Yeah, I dig that. You know, I like how this person is thinking. I probably wouldn't have put it that way, but yeah, in a way, you know, all the hardship and problems can be boiled down into those two into those two boxes for guys. Spiritual and financial difficulties. Yeah, that's, I don't want to unpack that right now, so I'm just going to move on. But yeah, that's definitely an interesting perspective. Next person, well, being a man hasn't changed. So this person is like, maybe, not really. Okay, so they say, well, being a man hasn't changed. As a guy, you are expected to be responsible, work twice as much to be able to fend for yourself, I think is what they wanted to say, the word vend for yourself and loved ones. Why I choose maybe is because the present government of my country, Nigeria, has made the economy not favorable for anyone to thrive. But as a man, you just have to make it work with God by your side. Human beings are never satisfied, even if the economy is better than it is now. Some people will still say it's hard, but life evolves and we have to evolve with it. So when it gets hard, you go harder. You are a man. Love it. Love it. I am not going to add anything to that. So yeah, that person's perspective is, if it's hard, go harder. That's brilliant, you know, and a good way to think about it too. I think on one of the episodes, maybe the very first episode of the official podcast, we do talk about this, and yeah, I will let you guys see that when it's out. Next reaction. This person says, yes, society has made it that once a guy doesn't have money, he's nothing, especially as a first child. That's deep. That's deep. I am a first child, you know, and I definitely have not arrived where I want to be financially, but I wouldn't say I am nothing. So this is very deep. And again, I think it was the first video, or maybe the second one, I did touch on how you just can't tie your self-worth and value and identity to your bank account and how much you have or make. that doesn't make any sense, like, at all. That's like tying your identity to the UK weather. Like, you don't know whether it's going to rain in the next 5 minutes or not. It's a very unhealthy thing to do as a guy. You shouldn't tie your identity to money. And I think I said in that video as well, like, society can't make you do anything to yourself that you don't allow, right? So because society says this doesn't mean you have to agree with society. You can decide that your identity comes from God, from the value you provide. Even providing value isn't where your identity should come from. It's ultimately should be from God. The fact that you are loved by Him, you're created in His image. He came here to die for you, restored you to Himself, blah blah blah. That is where your identity should come from. And should I say, the irony is, or the reality is, the more you draw from that true or real identity in Christ, then that translates into you going into the world and succeeding and conquering and making all the money you really do want. Even though money isn't, the definition of success also. So that's another thing to unpack. But yeah, whoever this is, disconnect your sense of identity or value from money. I'll just do one more. End on an even number. So this person says you will cater for a lot of things. That is why it is hard to be a guy in 2024 or today, 2025. Sorry. So this is one of those responses again that I don't know what to do with this. You will cater for a lot of things. Are you saying ladies don't cater for a lot of things? I mean, I think the average woman caters for everything. Well, except you're saying cater for as in financially provide for a lot of things. Yeah, that makes sense. But if you're saying like handle a lot of things, at the end of the day, the woman does more because she's just wired that way to have her hands in so many places. Anyway, that's the last one. I really didn't know what to do with that last one, but yeah. Guys, just check out the last videos. I seem to have answered a lot of today's responses in the previous videos. I will try to link them somewhere here, but yeah, just check them out and let us know what you think in the comments. I will also put the link to this survey in the description, so you can again share what you think, so we can read them on these videos. What else? Yeah, I did mention my friend's fundraiser, or my fundraiser that I'm doing on behalf of my friend in Cameroon. And yeah, I just thought I would remind you guys, it's a new year. Some of you have promised to do something, so let this be a reminder that you haven't done it yet and you should do it. I'll also put the link in the description somewhere, so you can donate to Stephanie and making her life better. I think that's it for this video. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.